Fact of the
Fact of the
day.
day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact Today with me, Lotsu. I'm so excited about today's Fact Today. Last night I went to see Professor Brian Cox and Robin Ince at Wembley Arena, and they were talking about space and talking about life on Earth, and I want to share with you the hypothesis about the origins of life on Earth. So the Earth is about 4.6 billion years old, and at that time there was loads of volcanic activity, there was loads of stuff going on, it was really hot, there was no water as in liquid, it was all water vapour. Then as time progressed, the Earth cooled down and the water turned to a liquid and it became the oceans, and so we had all of these oceans around. And within the oceans, there are these things called hydrothermal vents, because it's obviously still very hot and there's lots of volcanic activity. And around these hydrothermal vents, which is spewing up all of these hot gases, they formed these organic molecules. And the other thing that came from these hydrothermal vents is lots and lots of hydrogen ions. Now, every single organism on the entire planet, so hydrogen ions are also called protons, every organism on the entire planet utilises these protons in a proton pump. And by moving the protons from one place to another place, they're able to form this molecule called ATP. And that is the energy, the battery if you like, the energy carrier for every single organism on the entire, doesn't matter if it's bacteria, doesn't matter if it's a worm, doesn't matter what it is, that's the energy carrier. And it's all based on that. Just in the time it's taken me to say this sentence, you would have pumped more protons throughout your body than there are stars in the observable universe. That's incredible. Then what then formed is these bacteria, these prokaryotes, which are able to utilize this energy, utilize organic molecules, and by breaking down organic molecules, release this energy. Then some of these prokaryotes, some of these bacteria, were then able to harness the sun's energy to make these organic molecules. And organic molecules, things like glucose, which could then be broken down to release this energy. Then nothing much happened for about 3 billion years. These, apart from having these photosynthetic bacteria called stromatolites. And then what happened is this. Two cells, one cell, and this is called the fateful encounter hypothesis. One cell engulfed the other cell, and then that cell, they didn't die, it didn't break it down, they survived, and then they reproduced, and every single subsequent cell had this little cell in the bigger cell. This little cell, if you know anything about biology, is called the mitochondria, and that's the powerhouse of the cell. That's the thing that releases all this energy, and every single cell has this. It doesn't matter what you are. If you're a eukaryotic cell, all plants, all animals, doesn't matter if you're moss, doesn't matter if you're a tree, doesn't matter if you're a worm, doesn't matter if you're a sperm whale, whatever you are, you've all got the same cells. So you can go outside and you can see an ant and you can say, hey, we've got the same great. You have to say great a lot of times. Grandparent, all from that same single cell. That is absolutely amazing. I love this fact so very much. And there's so much more I'd love to tell you about. But I need to go. That's Fact today. This has been Lotsu. See you later. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.